Hello there guys. Today let's talk about the fragrance Oncelat from Marc-Antoine Barrois. Perhaps you heard of the brand itself or not, but this brand should be recognized globally. The man itself, Marc-Antoine Barrois, is a good friend of the notorious perfumer Quentin Bisch, and he asked Quentin to craft some beautiful fragrances for his brand. He is originally a tailor, by the way, but he wanted to use Quentin's creative mind in order to make an impact on fragrance industry. So he designed some fragrances, and this one is something else. Had I known the power, the intensity, the beauty of the fragrance itself, I would have purchased it immediately. But I discovered this fragrance a little bit late, right after Ganymede, by the way. Ganymede is a beautiful fragrance and it feels like a niche fragrance. It's not a designer fragrance in my opinion. This one as well. This is not a designer fragrance, not at all. It smells so different than all the boring designer scents out there. So allow me to explain the scent briefly to you. Let's go. Really sharp, but at the same time, really soothing. It has some little creamy aspect to it, but leave that aside, it is quite sharp. It smells really earthy because of the vetiver nature of the fragrance. In the beginning, we have a note called rhubarb. Rhubarb is a red plant and it is used in perfumery for some perfumes. It has a bitter vibe to it. And when it is combined with vetiver, which is used like crazy by the way on this fragrance, it feels like soil itself. At the same time, it feels a little metallic. It has some ironish effect to it as well. But when you spend approximately 4 hours in the fragrance, you will only smell a sharp vetiver and rhubarb all together, with some woody aspects. It has Akigala wood as well. Akigala wood is a signature note of Quentin Bisch. Maybe you know it. Its profile reminds you of an earthy fragrance with lots of woody aspects, with oud, of course. It reminds you of oud as well. And most of the time, it feels like a charred wood, like a smoldering fire. On some fragrances, it feels like ash, and the smoke itself coming from the ash. Sometimes the smell is really dirty, sometimes it is much smoother. In this fragrance, it's in balance. It's not really smoky, and it is not really clean, just in between. It has also a charred wood layer to it. Its earthy and sour profile supports this. It's really strong. And when it dries down, after 4 hours, it becomes a really creamy vanilla scent with lots of sandalwood. It's really weird. That's why it feels like a niche fragrance. It has a story. In the beginning, it is harsh. It is wild. It is ferocious. It's like a wild animal. And when you host it on your skin for more than 4 hours, it's going to become a soothing scent. A little sweetness like amber, but a soft touch of amber with lots of creamy sandalwood and a sprinkle of leather. You can also feel leather when it dries down, but the creaminess of the fragrance masks the leather aspect of the fragrance, mostly. A beautiful fragrance, you can use it 4 seasons without a problem. It can be used as a unisex fragrance, indeed, but I think it leans more masculine than feminine. Let's say 65% masculine, 35% feminine. It's a sharp and potent fragrance, like I said. And it requires an experienced nose in order to appreciate its nature. It's beautiful. It's one of a kind. I love it, but it's not for everyone. Do not blind buy this fragrance. This is not like a crowd pleaser, easy to wear fragrances like Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Mal Elixir, or let's say Azzaro the Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. This is something else. This is really different. You can obtain a decant beforehand, before you buy it, because it might surprise you. You can wear it with suits. You can wear it with shirts. I think it requires some classiness. You need to be a little suave in order to wear this. It's a 4-season fragrance, but it shouldn't be a fragrance you wear when you go shopping. It's a fragrance for special occasions. But it's not a crowd pleaser. Especially the opening is really harsh for some people. I know that. But it smells like art itself. I mean it. Try it. I hope you won't be disappointed when you try this fragrance. But let's see. Drop down your comments below for your thoughts on this fragrance. We can always talk about the other fragrances as well. So, this was my first English review on a fragrance, and it was something else. I'm really glad that we kickstarted our English fragrance reviewing journey with this one. By the way, I forgot to mention, this one is powerful as hell. It has a punch on projection. Its longevity is like more than 15 hours and it projects like crazy. For 3 hours, it projects like there is no tomorrow. Like 3 arms length. I'm not kidding, by the way. It's really powerful. When you apply this fragrance, you don't need to apply more than 4 sprays. By the way, I always apply 5-6 sprays of it because I like it. But it's up to you, of course. Try it out, discover its nature, and enjoy it yourself. However you like. That's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And also don't forget to like the video as well. I have an outro routine while closing the videos. So it's going to be in English this time. Love you guys. Much kisses. Ciao.